Ozempic may be melting your muscles, not just your fat. This is something that is a very important conversation to be having. GLP-1 agonists are sold as miracle cures for obesity and aging, but I want to help you understand what GLP-1s actually do and how you can really, navigate around this. This isn't just for Ozempic. This is also for semaglutide and other peptides as well that people are using as GLP-1 agonists. And what they do is they act to suppress appetite, and they act on the brainstem to do so. And what it can do in the short term is amazing. It can help to improve insulin sensitivity in the short term. It can help do a number of different things. Obviously, it gets you into beta oxidation. Because you're not eating as much, it forces the body to have to burn fat for energy. And it essentially helps you lose a lot of weight. That's why people love it. However, there is a lot of challenges with this. One of the biggest challenges is it accelerates aging, right? There can be challenges with the acceleration of aging. Now, if you understand the nuances as a longevity medicine practitioner and somebody that maybe has gone through one of the more advanced trainings out there, like my longevity practitioner certification training, then you know how to pulse dose, or you know how to microdose some of these various things like semaglutide. That can be very beneficial. But when people just go right on it, they stay on it. People have been literally losing up to 40% muscle loss, and their strength, goes, which is a major issue with aging. The more you lose your grip strength, the more you lose the strength of your body, the more you accelerate aging. And that was out of the Journal of Cachexia research in 2023. And so what we know is that, yes, in fact, Ozempic can cause challenges with muscle wasting, or what they call rhabdomyolysis, or the ability for you to lose not just weight and fat, but also muscle. The other challenge is that people rebound after they go off of it. So I've had people that I know, I'm like, wow, you look amazing. Congratulations, da 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 da. And they gain all the weight back. Now, what I've realized is that if you're not shifting your lifestyle and you're not also integrating a new nutrition plan, like a healthy paleo diet, or a low carb Mediterranean diet, or a carnivore diet with healthy grass-fed meat and berries, or some sort of a vegan diet or something along those lines, away from a conventional diet is really the point. What you essentially want to do is also make those lifestyle changes. You also want to go to the gym so you can, build muscle. But again, with Ozempic and these other GLP-1 agonists, what can happen is you end up becoming micronutrient deficient because you're not taking supplements, you're not getting the macro and micronutrients your body needs to thrive. So as an example, if you are taking Ozempic and you're like, look, I'm committed to being on this for a long time, then make sure that you're supplementing with some very good products, right? I would be on some sort of an organ-based micronutrient product. I would be on a multivitamin. I would be on some fatty acid products, like healthy omega-3s and things of that nature. I would be on amino acid products, something like Perfect Aminos that is going to continue to help you maintain muscle mass, right? There are a lot of things that I would do if you wanted to actually do that, while learning how to integrate the healthy lifestyle. So a lot of people, they'll also do a peptide stack with this, like 5 amino 1 MQ or MOTS C to help with mitochondrial function, etc. What they'll also be doing is metabolic flexibility training. Increasing your metabolic flexibility is when you go from between more of a ketogenic state to a sugar burning state, or when your insulin is higher in your body from eating more carbohydrates. And the more that you can kind of go back and forth between those, the more metabolically flexible you are. So my metabolic flexibility is ridiculously high. I could eat, sugar at lunch and then be in ketosis at dinner, right? Like that's very metabolically flexible. However, there's some Americans and some people out there where they will stay off sugar for weeks and still not get into beta oxidation, which is fat burning state. That is the problem that we have, is that we're not metabolically flexible. So Ozempic can help you to essentially lose weight, but you're not up-regulating your metabolic flexibility. It's not helping you with your metabolic flexibility training, which is again why I recommend working with a longevity medicine practitioner or functional medicine doctor that really understands the science behind these GLP-1 agonists. And here are the people that will benefit from this. If you do want to live longer, pulse dosing as well as microdosing has been shown in some of the longevity clinics I coach and train to be very, very beneficial. In fact, it's been helpful in the longevity markers of different people. And these are using peptides like semaglutide or something along those lines. Now, the people that are super morbidly obese, they can benefit from this quite dramatically and quickly. And so I think it's great to kickstart your weight loss. I think it's really great to kind of get the momentum going, because you may be metabolically in a state where you have what they call weight loss resistance. And a lot of people, they could literally cut out sugar and they still can't lose weight. And it's not your fault anymore. It's really the environmental toxins that have bioaccumulated in your body that have unfortunately created a really big challenge. So if you're going to be on this full dose, full bore, it's a risk for longevity. It, I believe, will accelerate aging inside your body. In fact, I'm seeing that clinically. We're seeing that across all of our clinics that we coach and train. And a lot of the longevity researchers, have shared that as well. However, the risk that we have with it when it's used properly, I think is very minimal. And again, the way to do it is use it as a way to lose weight and to get your body in a better state while you're taking those supplements, while you're taking all the things I just shared, while you're exercising, while you're eating healthy. And then you transition off of it, and you may want to microdose it, you may want to pulse dose it, but you want to work with a doctor that actually knows what they're talking about, right, in order to get the best results. So again, use GLP-1s carefully. They also ultimately could cost you a lot in the future. They could cost you accelerated aging, loss of strength, which is one of the biggest challenges with people that age fast. And you can also get Ozempic face, right? You can get a lot of the things that happen when you go on the GLP-1 agonists. You got that droopy skin, and you get, the muscle wasting in your face, which kind of causes your face to sink in a little bit. So again, ways to prevent that from happening is resistance training. While you're on the product, still get on, amino acids and those vitamins, etc. I love Perfect Aminos as a product that I use. Not affiliated with them in any way, but just highly recommend getting on something like that. Look, if you want to continue to follow the research on GLP-1s and a lot of the stuff that we're talking about, please subscribe to my channel and hit the bell button, because that will notify you of future videos that we'll come out with that will give you information that will help revolutionize your health and get you to a better state of vitality. And if this also has really hit a chord for you, share it. Share it on social media, share it with your friends. There's a lot of people out there that don't know the truth about this problematic situation that America is facing. This could be $1 trillion kind of industry, honestly. So it is going to be very, very big. But again, it can be very powerful if used properly. And I believe that you really need to be working with a doctor that knows longevity medicine and functional medicine in order to properly use it, that has been trained in the science and the art of using it. Now, most doctors will just throw you on it, say, hey, you're fat, just you get skinny with this thing. all you need to do is take a pill. It's a miracle pill, right? There's no miracle pill, right? There's no freaking miracle pill. This is something that we have to be careful about because people's lives are on the line, and we need to figure out a way to make sure that we are giving the right information, and we're also clinically giving the best recommendations to get the best results in the long run. So hopefully this added a ton of value to you. Again, please subscribe, click that bell button, and share it with your friends and loved ones that need this information. They're probably thinking about going on a GLP-1 right now. And thank you again for watching. Much love.